Hello, my name's Mark, welcome to the video. So today I'm on a lovely secluded lake. It's absolutely stunning. Again, right in the heart of the countryside. You have a look at it there, and yeah, it's in East Lancashire. As I say, in the heart of the countryside, surrounded with trees, and it's the first time I've been here fishing. I've had a little look round it, but not cast a line until now, so very excited to do so. New place. I know that there's carp, tench, grass carp, bream, roach and perch in here, but it's a lovely setting, surrounded with trees. So just to show you where I've set up a nice little platform here. We've got reeds to the right, and if I rotate to the left you can see we've got reeds to the left as well. Plenty of cover for fishing and perfect for margin fishing. So the approach for today and the baits for today are going to be paste on the hook, feeding pellets, matching pellets there, Swim Stim Betain Green, really good pellets and paste combination. And I'm going to use this pellet wetter to dampen the pellets down. They're really handy, these. They're a mesh sort of bag that you can zip up, fill with pellets, submerge those in water in your bait box there, and then you can actually just sort of, after a few minutes, pull it out and leave it on the bank to sort of drain down. Really handy. And coupled with that, another handy tip is get yourself a bait bucket like this, a drop bucket. And I got into these when I first started fishing the river, when we're on some precarious bankings, and rather than hanging over the bankings to fill your bait box or something with water, I got one of these. It's on a string, you can see, and it's handy today because we've got them platforms and they're about 2 foot off the water, so again, no hanging over the water. I can literally just put that in and I've got a full tub of water ready. Other baits I've got as a sort of change baits are going to be corn, and I might actually fish that on a second line. I'll think about that. And I've just got a few worms, not got many at all, but yeah, they're the baits and the approach today, and it will be a waggler fishing session, so let's see how we go. So the instructions for this particular paste are 2 parts of paste to 1 part water, and then you leave it for 10 minutes. So I've popped some paste in there. I've got sort of the half amount of water which I'm going to put in. Give it a little stir up, and then obviously leave it. So it does take a little while to absorb it all. And make sure you sort of mix it all into the corners and get it ready. And it looks a sloppy mess to start with, but it should start to firm up when that paste takes on the water. Give that a little bit of a mix. Mix it up as kind of evenly as possible, and then I'm just gonna leave that. So just tell you about the gear for today. I've got the trusty 3000 Ninja there. That's loaded with, I think that's 5 pound line. I'm going to fish that straight through to start with, and that's attached to my trusty midi waggler rod, 11 foot setting at the moment. The float for today is going to be one of these lovely black bottom wagglers, handmade floats, and that takes I think 3 BB and a number 1. And the hook pattern for today is going to be this Frenzy barbless size 12. The reason I've picked that size, it's a very strong hook is this, and I think that's going to be perfect for a little piece of paste and also for corn as well, because I will be fishing 2 baits and alternating between them just to see how it goes. So I've put some pellets into the little pellet wetter, filled my bait tub up, and I'm just going to submerge those in that for a few minutes, and then after a while just pull it out and let it drain on the bank. So I've plumbed up, and I've got around about 2.5 foot of water, around about 1 foot off the edge of these reeds there, and further out is probably about another 4 or 5 inch deeper. So yeah, I'm going to feed a couple of lines close in, 1 further across, and make a start probably on the corn. So I've left those 2 soak for a few minutes, and then I've just left them to sort of drain in this bag. They're absolutely bob on now, so pellets are good to go. Just empty them in here, and then we'll put a few of those in. Surprising how you think, oh, I haven't done so many, and then when they've expanded, they're almost, a pint and a half of them there, so don't expect to use all those necessarily, but yeah, nice and ready. And what I can do is just squeeze it into a little bowl like that and feed a couple of those and then fish paste over the top. So yeah, that's what I'll be feeding on one line. And then on the hook I'll be fishing this paste. So I haven't done anything with this, I've just left the water in as that original mix, and you can see that that's, well, it's absolutely bob on really. That combination of 2 parts paste to 1 part water seems to be doing the trick, and I'll put a piece on probably half that, so maybe something like that. Squeeze it and then get that on the hook. So just tell you about feeding. I've put a couple of bowls in like that. One, just show you, there, and another one more in front of me about there. So one of them there, one of them there, and I'll fish paste over the top of that a little bit later on. For the moment though, what I'm going to do is feed some corn, just throwing distance out there. So just chuck that out there, just a little bit further out, a little bit of corn. You can just see it sinking through the water now, and make a start over there. I just have seen a couple of fish topping, look like small carp, so a bit of activity, some small roach topping it looks like as well, but I'm really excited to make a start. Right, so I've got a piece of corn on the hook. I'm going to just make a start by fishing further out. I have put about 10 pieces of corn just out there, I've just thrown them out by hand. And as I say, I've fed those green pellets closer in. So quite a nice still area of the lake here. A little bit of a ripple on the area to my right, but I'm sort of tucked out the way here. I've got some high banks behind me and some trees behind me, hoping that that might prevent any sort of wind on the microphone. So I won't be disclosing the location of the water I'm fishing today, because it is a club water, and that's just out of respect to the members here. But yeah, it's the first time I've fished it. Looking in the membership book, it's saying that there's pretty much every species, and there's also some grass carp in here, and I haven't caught a grass carp for absolutely years, so that'll be fun. But to be quite honest, I'm just happy to get a bite or two today. The weather's been really warm, 22, 23 degrees over the last few days. It's cooled down quite a bit today. It's around about 11, 12 degrees at the moment. Forecast said it's going to get up to, I think, about 18 today, but it is very, very overcast, and there is a slight breeze, so cooler than it has been. Ooh, that was a little indication on the float there. A little dip under. It's the first indication. It's just 5 minutes in. So yeah, I've had a couple of missed bites. I'm not sure whether there's just small fish hanging on to the corn or whether they're actually line bites. They did look like a proper bite. Sort of sailed under and I struck and there was nothing on the end of it. So 45 minutes into the session, and I'm still getting these random bites on the sweetcorn. Just the float sort of going under and then popping up again. But when I struck, nothing on the end of it. So I'm assuming they're small fish, but you never know. We'll see. I haven't yet had a go with the paste close in. I've also decided to feed a third area close in to the left of me. Again, same sort of distance from the reeds, but across to the left. So I'm just going to work through those and see what happens, but I'm just keen to see what these bites are coming from on this corn line. There's a little dip of the float and then under, and again striking nothing on it. So oh well, keeping me on my toes. Right, so it's probably about an hour gone into the session, so I'm now going to try that near side area with a bit of paste on the hook. So that's the lump of paste I'm going to put in and swing it out. I have fed 3 little areas at the side of these reeds, so I'm going to try this right on one first. Let's sink the line a little bit there. That's right over the area there, so that's where I've positioned the float. It's about a foot off that set of reeds there. I haven't bothered to sink the line because it's just dragging it out of position. It's not blowing anywhere. I am a couple of inches on the bottom of that paste. Let's hope that we get a carp or a tench or something, grab hold of that. Ooh, that was a bite straight away. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was a sail away and I missed it. Let's put a bigger piece on now. The hook is a little bit on the smaller side, but let's put a bigger piece of paste on. It does pull through the hook nice and easy. It's a big lump is that, but I'm just going to swing it out. Just try and hold it in position there. I'm going to hold the rod this time. I'm trying to sink the line. It's a bit awkward really because it drags the float out of position there. That's better. Let's see if something else decides to take a liking to that paste. It's positive, we've had a bite on it. Just position the float around about a foot or so away. Ooh, oh, there's another sail away bite. And I missed again. Oh, not sure what is going on really. It's definitely a bit of a tester on here. Obviously I'm not used to this water. I don't know how to fish it really. I've no inside information. It's the first time I've come on. And it's all a bit experimental at the moment. I do enjoy my margin fishing though. I'm a real big fan of it. I think often we cast out and forget that there's loads of features close in that often hold fish. Ooh, that was a sail away again. The plot definitely thickens. It's quite interesting that they are fairly finicky. Ooh. Now again, sail away, missed it. So what am I thinking? Do I change up to a bigger hook? Do I leave this? I'm not sure exactly what's going on at the moment, but I'm going to give it another little go there. An interesting case of cat and mouse at the moment. I think what I'm going to do is just leave this a little bit longer this time. I mean, basically, if something's slurping up the paste so quickly, it should be pretty much hooked, but I don't know. So I'm just going to move that to the right there. And there we go. We've got something that's just rocketed off. Well, that's the fish that's got us off the mark. It's a lovely little mirror, little dumpy mirror that took paste right in the margins. Beautiful little fish. Give me a bit of a run around. But yeah, that's fish number one. Well, that's another little dumpy little mirror, all into paste as well. There you go. Fish number two. Beautiful patterns of the scales. Look at those. Nice. So I've had a couple of small carp off these margins with paste. I just thought I'd have a little go again on the coin line a bit further out. I'm seeing one or two fish milling about. Some of them look alright, decent sized fish. I've also fed again these near side lines. I'm just going to sort of leave them for a little while, have a little go on this coin line further out, and just keep rotating them, seeing what happens. Promising that I've had a couple of fish. It's always good to get your first fish, especially when you're doing a YouTube video. You probably won't realise the number of times you go out and have a disappointing session. Or oh, no, there we go, corn. We've hooked something on corn that's running off, which is grand. Heading out to the centre of the lake. Feels a bit bigger, this one. Sometimes a bit difficult to tell. You think you've got a whopper and it's a small fish, just very energetic. But no, it's like another mirror. So I'm just going to stand up for this because it's a bit tricky over these margins otherwise. But yeah, they're like these near side. Oh, there we go. Got a bit of weed on it as well. There we go. Marvellous. Give it a little rest as I usually do, and then we'll have a look at it. It's another little carp, this time coming to sweetcorn on that furthest line out there. Again, beautiful markings. Let's get it back. Right, that's carp number three, this time not caught on the margins, caught further out on that sweetcorn area. So I'm just going to have another little cast over there now. There's another bit of sweetcorn. So I've got a duck coming to investigate the float. Oh, that's it. That's better. That's another one on coin. It's taking some line. I'm going to try to keep it away from these reeds. So they do enjoy coming into the reeds there. It's not for coming in just yet. It's like another little mirror carp, full of life. Yeah. Come on, there we go. That's number 4 in the net. So it's fish number 4 in the net. Very, very feisty little carp, but look at those scale patterns. They're beautiful. Right, let's get it back. So just a bit of a brew break and an update. I've been fishing for around about an hour and a half now. First probably 25-30 minutes I was fishing on the furthest line on Corn, and I was getting all sorts of these bites, but I think there was just small fish just pulling the float under, and I couldn't connect with anything. So I then came back inside and fished the margin lines, and I've ended up with a couple of small mirror carp off that, and then I've given those a little bit of rest, gone further out back on that Corn line after feeding a bit more, and I've taken 2 again smallish carp, bigger than the ones in the margin, but small mirror carp, beautifully marked carp. Caught those out on the waggler on Corn. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a break. I've re-fed both lines again, and I've put a bit more corn, a bit more aggressive with the feeding further out, just to see if I can get a few fish sort of sat on that location. But yeah, having fun catching fish both on the paste and also on sweetcorn. Happy days. I think I've got a goose behind me. It's very friendly. It keeps hissing at me if I get a bit close, but hello. It's been watching me all morning. So I've had a couple of fish off that furthest line on Corn. I'm going to give that a little break. I've fed more corn out there, but I'm going to have a little go on this margin side again on paste. If nothing else, because it gives the other swim a chance to rest a little bit, and it's also great fun, I think, catching in the margins on paste, especially when you don't do much of it. So I'm just trying this left hand margin now. I did have a bite on the right one and missed it, so I thought I'd just come across on this left hand one and have a quick look. Very overcast. We've had a bright sort of blue sky days up until today, over the weekend, but oh, there we go. Oh, now that was a line bite. There's a line bite because I've come back with a little scale on the hook. Oops, sorry Mr. Carp. It did sail away, but yep, liner that one. Oh, missed that again. So I'm wondering whether I should actually have a bigger hook on here. I am putting quite a chunk of paste on. Let's try a smaller piece of paste this time. I'm going to go back across over the area where I've been feeding corn, where I had those last 2 carp. Stick a bit of corn on now and just see if there's any activity out there. Just give these near side areas a little bit of a rest. It's another lovely setting to fish in this. There's the bit of road noise, and there's a railway line behind me that I hadn't realised, but oh, he says we got whoa, that's just torn off to the other side of the lake. I think I better tighten my drag up. Yeah, lovely setting. Got a woodland behind me, and yeah, very, very lovely area. And today I'm the only person on the lake. So I'm guessing this is another one of those feisty carp. Nice to see that red top waggler disappearing. Ooh, it's not ready. So this is one of the problems of margin fishing, because as I'm bringing it in, obviously if there were any fish in the margins, getting disturbed now. They're getting disturbed now with this playing this fish. This is, yeah, a right battle. Yeah, I just had one spook away from the margins as I'm playing this fish. So, ready, but a nice swirl. It might be a bit bigger, this one. Putting up a good scrap anyway. Let's go right in the reeds here. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, it's just under the net there. Bolted under the net. I don't know whether this is foul hooked actually. The way it's fighting. It might be. Right, let's give it a little rest. Let's just pop this one back. Just stepped up the feed a little bit. Put some more pellets on this left hand side and the right hand side and fed more corn out. Oh, there we go. There we go. Not sure whether you got that, but it's another fish on that paste line. Oh, going right for the reeds again. Whoa. Certainly fight some on here. I'll just give it a little break actually on those lines because I ended up with a horrendous tangle. Oh, it's off. It's off. I'm wondering whether that might have been a foul hooked fish. Well, maybe not. In fact, I think that might have been a tench because I've got slime all over me line. Oh dear, that's a shame. That's a shame. Alright, let's have another go. Seems we've gone a little bit quiet on this left hand swim now. Oh, hang on, we've got a first indication. Got a couple of missed bites after hooking whatever it was that got off. I think it might have been a tench, that. Be a bit more patient with this bite if it develops. Oh, gee. Well, that went off like an absolute rocket. An absolute rocket. Well, that tore off about 30 feet. Just going to take my time a little bit with this, having lost that other one. I'm getting the bottom stirred up with this one as well, and it's really tearing off. Oh, and it's off again. I've just gone to a slightly different pattern of hook, a bit thicker wire, just to see if that might prevent any fish losses again. That's 2 fish I've lost. Come out the reeds. little carp in the net. I'll put a smaller piece of paste on and we're away again. Certainly scrap these fish. This one's going way up the peg again. Back down again. Another little feisty carp. They're like jet propelled fish, these. Come on. Yeah. Lovely. Oh dear. Taking me in the reeds. So this one has taken me right in the reeds to me right, so whoop, nearly fell in then. Might have to go after it. Not sure how good this bank is, but probably see it's right in the reeds there. I don't know whether it's done me or what. The fish is even still on, but we have to have a little mooch around here. See if I can get it out. Yeah, it's still on. That's it, I think we got it out. It's gone back in again. Moving on to the next the next platform here. And yeah, we got it. Blimey. That was fun. It's under my bail line. Got a slack and then take it back. Oh yeah, it's a nice little chunky one. Oh, well, very glad to have got that out of the weed. Let's get it on the unhooking mat and get it unhooked. Lovely little chunky fish. We'll have a closer look at it in a minute. There we have it, a beautifully marked little, well, it's almost a leather carp. Lovely patterns on it. Get it back in a moment. Look at that, isn't that stunning? Beautiful. Let's get it back. Get the little beauty back. Let it recover a little bit. Took me right in those reeds. Sure it's happy. Yeah, it's full of beans. And it's gone. There we go, right under the reeds here. Nice one. So I've come to the conclusion that a smaller piece of paste is better than the bigger pieces. I'm missing far fewer bites when I'm fishing a piece of paste like that rather than one sort of twice that size. So yeah, let's give it another drop in, see if we can get another fish. There we go, another little dip of the float, another one. Yeah, there we go. And he's off. Oh. Yeah, I think if I'd have struck at some of those, we might have ended up with a missed bite or a foul up fish, I don't know. This one's bolting off like crazy, so I'm hoping that this isn't another one of those foul up fish. There is a danger because I think there's been quite a lot of fish down there and they're milling around, and one might take it and drop it, and then you do eventually hook into something and it could be a flank of the other one's, you know, other fish's flank. So it's off again. Again, very shallow water, so in these situations they just go for it, you know, they do. They can't go down, they've just got to go sort of forward. Whoa. Again, taking line. Not sure. It's coming round again, and then you've got to just really watch that they don't go into these reeds now. Gathering line on it. Yep, there we go. Yeah. That's great. Again, give it a little rest, get organised, put my foot on my landing net, and we'll do my bail line. And I'll let you have a look at it in a minute. It's another powerhouse of a carp. Again, they're not very big, but boy do they scrap. Look at that, beautiful. Again, lovely scale patterns, really perfect fish. Excellent. Right, let's get it back, see if we can get another one. Quickly recovered, and there she goes. Down there, so we do get all sorts of buffeting around of the float, and sometimes you're not sure whether it's a proper bite or whatever. I've just left my line on the surface there. Once I put the paste in, it was There we go, and that's off. Woo. Yep. That's off. A little zip around the lake. Nice little bend in that rod. And that's what it's been like for the last little while. Quite a few of those little carp now, which is good. We can get this in without any hassle. Again, another one of those lovely little mirror carp. Off again, don't like the net. They fight like stink, they do. There we go. Marvellous. Excellent. Another one in the net. So thanks very much for joining me on the bank. I've had a cracking day. I've had around about 18 carp, most of those caught in the margins using paste, fishing the waggler float. So it's been a good, fun, entertaining day. It's been a new water for me, so I'm learning about it all the time. I'll be back, perhaps trying something a bit different, but it's been a fabulous setting to spend the day in, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So thanks very much for watching. Tight lines, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.